Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Picture this. You've been with your partner for 2 years. You're talking about moving in together. Then one day, you casually mention splitting rent. That's when they drop the bomb that they have $30,000 in credit card debt. Your stomach drops. You had no idea. Now you're wondering what else you don't know, and if you can even trust them. That sick feeling of betrayal and fear. That's what happens when couples don't talk about money. Money is one of the biggest reasons relationships fall apart. But most couples avoid talking about it until it's too late. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to talk about money with your partner in a way that brings you closer instead of tearing you apart. First, let's talk about why money conversations are so important. Money affects almost everything in your relationship. Where you live, how you spend your free time, when you can have kids, when you can retire. If you're not on the same page about money, you're going to fight constantly. And money fights are different from other fights because they touch on deeper things like values, trust, and future goals. When couples avoid money talks, problems grow in the dark. One person might be secretly drowning in debt. Another might be a secret spender hiding purchases. Someone might have completely different expectations about how money should be handled, and when these secrets come out, they damage trust in ways that are hard to repair. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. If you can't talk about money with your partner, you're not ready for a serious relationship. Marriage, living together, having kids, all of these require financial partnership. You don't have to agree on everything, but you have to be able to talk about it honestly. So let's talk about what you actually need to discuss with your partner. First, you need to know each other's full financial situation. That means how much money you make, how much debt you have, your credit score, and your savings. I know this feels super personal and uncomfortable, but if you're building a life together, this information matters. You don't need to share this on the first date, but before you get serious, you need to know. Second, you need to talk about your money values and beliefs. How did your family handle money growing up? Are you a saver or a spender? What does financial security mean to you? These beliefs shape how you handle money, and if you're opposites, you need to know that. Third, you need to discuss your financial goals. Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to travel? Do you want kids? And if so, how will you afford them? Your goals need to align, or at least not conflict. Fourth, you need to figure out how you'll handle money together. Will you combine your money or keep it separate? Who pays for what? How much can each person spend without discussing it first? These are the practical day-to-day things that cause fights if you don't agree. Now let me give you practical steps for actually having these conversations. Step 1. Pick the right time and place. Don't bring up money during a fight or when one of you is stressed. Set aside dedicated time when you're both calm and focused. Make it clear you want to have an important conversation so your partner isn't caught off guard. Step 2. Start with your own situation first. Don't interrogate your partner. Share your own financial picture openly and honestly. When you go first, you make it safer for them to open up too. Step 3. Listen without judgment. Your partner might have debt or might have made money mistakes. Getting angry or judgmental will shut down the conversation. Remember, you're a team trying to solve problems together, not enemies. Step 4. Focus on the future, not just the past. Yes, you need to know about past money mistakes, but dwelling on them doesn't help. Talk about what you'll do moving forward. How will you tackle debt together? How will you save for your goals? Step 5. Be honest about your own money issues. If you're a spender, admit it. If you have anxiety about money, say so. If you have debt, come clean. Hiding things always makes them worse. Step 6. Create a plan together. Once you understand each other's situation, make a plan you both agree on. This might be a budget, a debt payoff plan, or savings goals. Check in regularly to see how you're doing. Now let's talk about handling disagreements about money. First, understand that disagreements are normal. You're two different people with different backgrounds and values. The goal isn't perfect agreement, it's finding compromise. Second, identify what you're really fighting about. Money fights are usually about something deeper. Are you fighting about a purchase or about feeling controlled? Get to the real issue underneath the money. Third, find your non-negotiables. What are the things you absolutely need financially to feel secure? Protect these non-negotiables and be willing to compromise on other things. Let me address some specific situations. If one partner makes way more money than the other, talk about how that affects things. Do you split bills equally or proportionally to income? How do you keep the lower earner from feeling less valuable? These are important questions to answer. If one partner has a lot of debt, make a plan to tackle it together. Even if it's not your debt legally, it affects your life together. Decide how you'll pay it off and what sacrifices you'll both make. If you have very different spending styles, set up a system that works for both of you. Maybe you each get personal spending money that you don't have to justify. Find a middle ground where the saver doesn't feel anxious and the spender doesn't feel controlled. Here's something really important to understand. Financial transparency builds trust in every area of your relationship. When you can be honest about money, you can be honest about other hard things too. Money conversations might feel awkward at first, but they get easier with practice. And here's what you need to remember. Your relationship with money will change over time. You'll get raises, lose jobs, have unexpected expenses. So many conversations aren't one and done. You need to keep talking regularly about where you are and where you're going. I recommend having a money check-in at least once a month. Review your spending, discuss upcoming expenses, celebrate progress toward goals. Make it a normal part of your relationship, not a scary occasional event. So here's what I want you to do. If you haven't had honest money conversations with your partner, start this week. Don't wait until you're moving in or getting engaged or buying a house. Pick a calm moment and say, "Hey, I think we should talk about our financial goals and how we handle money." Then actually have the conversation. If you've been hiding something financial from your partner, come clean. Yes, it's scary. Yes, they might be upset. But secrets always come out eventually, and the longer you wait, the worse the betrayal feels. If you and your partner fight about money constantly, get help. Talk to a financial counselor or therapist who specializes in couples and money. Don't let pride stop you from getting support. Remember, you and your partner are on the same team. Money problems are something you face together, not something you fight about. When you approach finances as teammates, you can handle anything. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more real relationship advice. Drop a comment and tell me your biggest money challenge with your partner. Talking about money doesn't have to break your relationship. Done right, it actually makes you stronger. Until next time, communicate openly and build your future together.